Good morning, students. This is Sharada from Srirangavaram. So, today we will discuss some of the problems in statistics, that is, regarding median. See, this is the sunrise at Hyderabad. So, the temperatures recorded on 10th September 2020, the minimum temperature levels. See how much it is, 25 degrees centigrade on 10th September 2020. On 18th September 2020, the minimum temperature is 23 degrees centigrade. And on 19th September 2020, the temperature is 24 degrees centigrade. And on 26th September 2020, the minimum temperature is 21 degrees centigrade. On 30th September, the temperature is only 20 degrees. So what will be the moderate temperature? So this is a question which we observe in our daily life. So what would be the moderate temperature? So for calculating the moderate temperature, first what we have to do, we have to arrange all these temperatures in a ascending order like this. Like this, we have to arrange the temperatures from minimum to maximum. So how many observations are there here now? There are 5 observations. So the number of observations are 5. So the median will be the observation which is located at the center, that is 23 degrees centigrade will be the median. So that will be the definitely the moderate temperature for this month of September. So for calculating the median, we have to arrange the observations in a ascending order. If there are 6 observations, you have to make an average for the third and fourth observations. So now we'll calculate what will be the median for a grouped data. So for this, I've taken the class interval is given, the frequencies are given. So the class intervals are displayed like this. The frequencies are also given. So how you know how to calculate the mid value that we have discussed in the previous class. That is 10 plus 15. The average of 5 plus 10 is 7.5. So for getting the succeeding mid value, we have to add the length of a class to the previous class. So what is the length of a class in this data? 15 minus 10, that is 5. So every time you have to add 5. So I observe most of the students, they add 5 to this decimal part. No, you have to add 5 to the whole part. That is 7 plus 5. You'll get 12.5. Again, you have to add 5 to this. So where you'll add 5, don't add 5 to this decimal part. You have to add 5 to this whole part. That is 12 plus 5, it is 17. 17 plus 5, again it is 22. 22 plus 5, 27, and so on. So this is a mid value calculation. So the frequencies are also given. For this median, finding out the median value, you have to find the cumulative frequency. This is nothing but cumulative frequency. So how to calculate the cumulative frequency? So first, the frequency is 3. You have to add 3 plus 2. You will get 5. 5 plus 7, like diagonally you have to add. 5 plus 7, you'll get 12. Again 12 plus 9, it is 21. 21 plus 4, it is 25. So like this, you have to calculate the cumulative frequencies. So these are the cumulative frequencies for calculating the cumulative frequencies. So when you, if you have done the correctly, the last value, that is here, you'll get 40, and the same thing will repeat here also. That is the sum of the frequencies and the last value in the cumulative frequency table will match with each other. Then only your calculation is correct. So that you have to remember. Now calculating the median value, n is equal to the sum of the frequencies. How much did you get the sum of the frequencies? It is 40. So the median value will be 40 by 2, that is 20. So 20 is the median value. And number of students who got above 45. Tell me how many students got marks above 45. This is class interval of marks. So above 45 means where it is, where you can observe this 45. Here it is. So I said above 40. Above 40 means from 46 to 50. How many students got? So you have to subtract 36 from 40. How many students did you get? So there are how many students? There are 4 students. So number of students who got marks less than 30. See here where we can observe this 30 in class interval. So this is 30. Less than 30 means the before you have to take. See here 10 marks. How many students got till 10 marks? That is 3 students. So how many students got below 15? It is 3 plus 2, 5. So how many students got marks below 20? That is equal to 20 and below to 20. How many are there? There are 12. So how many students got less than or equal to 25 marks? That is 21 students. Now the question is number of students who got less than or equal to 30. So how many are there? There are 25. So the answer is 25. So like this, we have to calculate the median value. Now we'll represent the data is given, the table is given, that one will show as a frequency distribution table. So this may be asked in a problem solving like that also. See here, this graph is given and the scale is also given. So this is the monthly expenditure of a person for household purposes. So the amount he expended on miscellaneous is given, and this is the he spent on entertainment, and this is the level he spent for the food, and this is the level he has spent for clothing, and this is the amount he saved. So the amounts are also given on y-axis. So here 1000, 2000, 3000 and 4000. By seeing this graph, we can analyze so the amount which had expended on each of the observations. See here each and every item. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 items, 4 expenditures are there. So on each expenditure, how he has spent, by seeing this graph itself, we can analyze. So we can form a table like this. This is a frequency distribution table you have to prepare by watching out the graph paper. So the details which are given in the graph paper were analyzed like a table form. See here the class intervals. There are how many bars are there? There are 5 bars. So here you have to observe like 5 bars here also. So between 10 and 20 class interval, which we can observe, which one we can observe? We can observe a bar like miscellaneous. So these are the same thing I have mentioned here. Like 20 to 30, it is entertainment, and 30 to 40, it is food, and 40 to 50, it is clothing. And for savings, it is located between 60 to 70. So here it is wrong. This is for 50 to 70. This is okay. 50 to 60 it is. So this is, make it corrected. This one is 50 to 60. Once again, this is 50 to 60. Okay. Now, how we can write the budget like this? See here, miscellaneous. Miscellaneous, we have to look in the y-axis. So the bar is reached till 3000. So this is 1000, and when we observe this is 2000, and this dark line here represent 3000 mark. So the miscellaneous means he spent on miscellaneous. How much it is? 3000 rupees. And for entertainment, how much he has spent? It is 3000 again. For the food, the more budget he had allotted for the food. How much it is? 4000. See, look at the graph also. The bar has increased till 4000 mark. Again, for clothing, how much he has expended? See here, this is closing. So this one is 2000. No, this bar is little bit less than the 2000 mark level. That is, it will be approximately 1800. And for the savings, it is, the bar is in between, in the middle of the 2000 mark and 1000 mark. So middle means it will be 1500. So on miscellaneous, he has expended 3000, entertainment 3000, food 4000, clothing 1800, savings 1500. So what will be his monthly income? Raju spent more amount on which purposes? So you can easily say for food. So Raju spent less amount for which item? For savings. And what will be the monthly income of Raju? It is 1300, 200, 300. How did you get this? 1300, 300. How did you get this? So when you add all this, you'll get 1300, 13,300. This is the monthly income of Raju. So by seeing the graph itself, we can analyze the table and we can find out the what is the information behind each and every object in the graph. So for illiterate also, they can easily find out which one is more and which one is less. This is all about the graph representation. So for you students, if it is given for exam also, when the graph is given, you have to prepare a frequency distribution table like this. So this is all about today's session. Thank you, students. Thank you very much.